Hello YouTube, welcome on this fine day, and today we're going to have another look at Ghalta Primal Hunger in Historic Brawl, this time with 100 cards. The goal of the deck is basically to beat the opponent down with big dumb green creatures and preferably drop Ghalta on turn 4. That's like the usual turn where we want to see Ghalta. It's pretty achievable because we play a lot of creatures that produce more mana towards Ghalta than they are wealth mana. Basically, Lotus Cobra has 2 power, so that's 2 mana, and then produces 1 additional mana, so that's 2 mana for 3 basically. And we have the same with like Elysian Kyriaid, we have the same with Initiate's Companion, and we do play a few cards that have power equal to their mana cost, because we kind of need to stretch a bit for 100 cards, but other than that, it's yeah, the list goes face quite well. At the top end, you may see that we do not have like a lot of big creatures. That's because our top end is basically just a ton of card draw engines. So for example, those cards all draws cards, right? And then we also have cards that allow us to play from the top of our library or peel additional cards off the top, so we do get quite a bit of value. A good card in control matchups is also where are you? Loathsome Chimera, there you are. Because we do not utilize our graveyard at all, we kind of don't care if it gets exiled, but if it doesn't and we have a Chimera, this can just come back like 5 times in one game, and that's pretty annoying. Anyways, we're rocking 39 lands. All of our lands produce green because we have so many cards that just require double and triple green costs. We can't afford to play colorless lands, and we also can't afford to play tap lands for the most part. We do play some double phase lands with Xanadu Mammoth, for example. Other than that, pretty clean mana base. We play Snow base for Blizzard Brawl. We have Prey Pawns, just some cheap interaction here and there, but our main focus is on the creatures, so we're running 45 of them. So pretty much half of our deck, because we have some cards like Emergent Sequence, which is basically 2 mana, 2 mana drop. Anyways, I hope you will enjoy the games, and I will see you. Let's see, mono green versus mono green. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. Let's see. If we had a bit more mana, this would be good, but like this, I can just mold this aggressively, honestly. Here we get a 2-drop with this, so it's fine. And since the 1-drop count on this deck is so low, I'm just not going to Once Upon a Time right now. And yup, Once Upon a Time. Wow. Yeah, sure, we get a great 2-drop from this. That is pretty unlikely though, not getting a 2 here. Oh well. Let's see. Honestly, just the land. Ah, this is horrible now. The 2 would have been so nice. And now we can't play. They are going to draw a card off the Savala. This is so bad for the mirror matchup right now. So now they get to draw the card, which is not great for us. Ooh, yes. We put everything on the Gearhulk. If they have a Reclamation Sage, we're kind of just dead. But this way we get to draw a card, and we get to produce a ton of mana next turn. Because well, we get to produce a ton of mana anyways with Ghalta, right? But this is just going to be amazing, because Ram Through is like the best burn spell ever for this deck. Oh wow. We get to kill their Ghalta and go face, unless they have a fight spell. Oh, yep, that's probably the game. this is so horrible for us, because if they didn't have exactly all of what they did there, basically, oh yeah, that is game. We also don't play this card because I feel like it's a bit overkill, and it does too little too often, basically. But damn, kinda unlucky there. Oh yeah, and yep, those are all lands because of a Shire. Yeah, that's good game. GG opponent. Nif Mizzet Parun is our next opponent here. We have a 2 that doesn't curve into a 4. Bit awkward, not gonna lie. I feel like I wanna mull this. Not sure though. This is a bit better. Like, this is basically the same hand as before, but it has more power on the board immediately. While, the immersion sequence basically just got replaced with a Kraul Harpooner. But I do play the Paradise Druid now. Because if I do that, I respect the burn spell, so I'm not even going to attack. Essence Scatter, sure. Kraul Harpooner can just power out Ghalta later on its own, basically. It's amazing. Sure. Kraul Harpooner. If it doesn't get countered, I think it's pretty great. And we hold up Heroic Intervention. If we get a creature with more power than toughness, which doesn't seem to be the case, more power than CMC, we could have played Ghalta here, because we were basically a 1 mana off or 1 power off. So if we got a 3 mana 4/4 or something like that, we would have just been a wow. We would have been able to just play Ghalta here. I do like that they have a Crawling Barons on the field, because that doesn't mean that they can't drop Niv on curve, basically. Which is great for us. Not so great for them. I wouldn't play colorless lands in a deck that wants to play Niv Mizzet, honestly. Oh yes, Yorvo. Let's go. It's getting countered, I don't mind though. Because we do have them dead in a couple of turns on the board. We protect the board with Heroic Intervention. The Bone Crusher also goes to the graveyard because the target became illegal. Pretty great, not gonna lie. I have a feeling that Paradise Druid is going to die, which would suck. But if I were them, I would just care about the Kraul Harpooner. I'm just going to play this now and let it get countered because yep. Because I could play it. Like, if I attacked and they killed something, that would have been pretty annoying. I feel like they're going to kill the Kraul Harpooner here. Or maybe the Druid, but I feel like the Harpooner is the better target here. Let's see. They can drop Niv on me next turn. But if they do that, I can... Yeah, I can kill Niv. I give something +3/+3 and then I Blizzard Brawl fight, and I feel like that's worth it. Okay. Like, I feel like I really have to do that, because that requires them to have 2 more color mana sources. A value engine would also not be too bad. We have a bunch of those in the deck. They played the wrong color there. Wizard Claws. Activation. Sure, sure. We are flooding. Yeah, we are pretty... it's not looking too pretty. Niv comes down. I have a blue mana though. Oh yes. Yep. And do this while this is tapped, untapped still. Well, not that I tend to tap it before, because that would mean I would just run into the Niv. Beautiful. Okay. And Ghalta just became reasonably cheap. Okay, they play a huge dog, and that means they die. Unless they kill it. Yeah, they need to kill the druid here. So now we play Ghalta for free. Well, not for free, but... Yep, no attacks. And... Good game, you say? Sure. They can't return Ghalta to hand and deal with my board, because this is also lethal threat with the Oasis activation. Like, they can make another dog, but then they still have... Like, they need to make another dog, and then they need to not play... Oh yeah, they still live. If they don't play anything from hand, make another dog, and then activate the Hall of the Storm Giants. I just can't do anything there. But maybe they just don't see the line. Or they could also just activate Crawling Barons. And they did not see the line, which is great for me. Great. Oh yeah, true, they can just play a Niv, I guess. Oh yeah, they can just play Niv, right? Not the land. Why do you do this to me, game? I feel like if I do it like this... They have to double block the Ghalta. This way. So I could just do like this. And then kill the Mordekainen. Or... No, let's just do it like this. Credit token. Have another lethal threat on board. Because I need to double block. Yep. And then do this. Yep, seems about right. Yes, I would love to move my commander to the command zone. Let's activate this right now. Because I do not have any other uses for energy in this deck. Oh, this is so close. I feel like I should have killed the Mordekainen. Oh yeah, and now it's not close anymore. GG! Next match, is that the same opponent? Maybe we have a bit more luck this time. Oh, Shifting Ceratops, I do like. We have 3 lands. We don't have a 3-drop. Why do I even play so many 3-drops? I want a 3-drop, but I think I'm just going to draw one. And it's the best one, arguably, in the deck. I should have played the Turn Burst Symbiosis tapped here. Now I have to bolt myself. But at the same time, I don't think the damage matters. I'm just going to play the Paragon instead of the Harpooner, because we don't kick the card in this deck, like, ever. Unless you really are in pure top deck. But you don't kick it, basically. And... what ends up happening is, if I play the Harpooner later and something is in the graveyard, it grows, and then I can just use that to power out the Ghalta. Sure, and they will never block with that Electromancy here. Yep. I know my Niv players. don't play Reliquary Tower in Nif, guys. It's colorless, and that's not good. Really? Really now? So basically this tells us that they need land. Yep, and they didn't find land. Yep, exactly as I thought. I feel like I wanna just prey upon. Yep. Because I could have... Yeah, I could have played a turn for Ghalta here. Yeah, I should have played a turn for Ghalta. You know, counting is art. Like, that's what the deck is designed to do. Play a turn for Ghalta. Counterspell? Tail's End? Or Essence Scatter, maybe? I feel like it's a Tail's End, right? Oh no, it's uncounterable. Yeah. So that was a bit of a misplay, because it is uncountable because of the Seppo part, and just blue-red has a really hard time just dealing with big creatures in general after they've hit the board, right? Okay, GG. Nico Bolas the Ravager is our next opponent. And my recommendation would be that if you guys want to try out Grixis Control, do it with 5 mana Nico Bolas, and not the 7 one, not the 7 one, not the 4 mana one, the 5 mana one. That's the real good stuff. No. My curve. It's horrible now. It's legitimately horrible. This guy is really a pain in the ass to deal with though, but they play a lot of 3 damage sweepers and with double red on 3 mana. Such a pain in the ass. Yeah, if we play the Allosaurus here, we can Blizzard Brawl the Nico Bolas away next turn. And the Allosaurus also loses. Well, oh, the Vine Mare would have also lived because, you know, Blizzard Brawl does give indestructible. This way we do survive a Storm's Wrath, though. Goodbye, Kyriadet. Yep, and we dump out our hand. And go in. Do I have lethal next turn? Oh, that's 4, no. If we draw land, we're 4 damage off lethal. If... Yeah, I was about to say, that's probably GG. Even if they had a counter spell, we could have played double Ghalta next turn, because it currently costs 2, and then we replayed, if they countered, we replayed for 3. GG. Nico Bolas the Ravager. Let's see. Yeah, uncounterable seems great. We can also just go for oh, nice. We're just bluffing a Veil of Summer. That's what we're doing. We totally didn't misclick. But again, I don't think the 3 light is going to matter. We can go for turn for Ghalta easily, but yeah, I think we always get the turn for Ghalta even with this curve, right? Yeah. Let's see. We need to draw another land. Obviously. There we go. Immersion sequence, grabbing a land. Here we go, opponent. This also can't get Heartless acted, which is pretty great. They just passed the turn with like a lot of blue mana up. Feel like I just want to go for the Seppo part. Yeah, especially with the Lovestruck Beast, I am totally in for that. Because that means that I get to also create a 1/1. If they counter this, this is fine. Because they can counter it because it's a sorcery, but... yeah. Yep, draw redisruption, sure. Yeah, we would have that disruption would have totally blown us out on the Goreclaw here. Arguably, we should have played the beast first because if this is, yeah. So that was a misplay. They could disrupt because we sequenced it in the wrong order. Yeah. Slight missequencing here. We could have had a 1-1 on the board. Land, sure. And I feel like I just wanna... Yep, on top. Few. And if you're wondering why this is a 2-2 and not a 6-6, layers is your answer here. Because what happens, the card emergence sequence defines the power of that fractal and not the fractal itself. It's basically the emergence sequence says you are 0/0 base power and toughness forever, right? And that just overrides the power and toughness of whatever is happening here. Let's see what you're taking. This is a very tempting offer, but I really don't want them to see the Crux of Fate. Next turn we can go for Goreclaw into Ghalta. They did take the Crux of Fate, so... oh yes, just a perfect, lovely draw. Yep, we swing all in. Because we do see the Crux of Fate here. Interesting. Not my first choice, but sure. Like, if we just overcommit to the board, they blow us out with the board wipe. That probably means... not sure. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a weird one. Probably tells us that they don't have any, yeah, this is... we shouldn't have played the land, right? Yeah. We should have not have. Yup, swing in. I'm trading all day. Like, Grixis has a hard time removing enchantments, so the Guardian project is hopefully pulling through here. Like, if we could have drawn a Blizzard Brawl or any fight effect for one, that would have been amazing as well, right? Or Llanowar Elves, even Llanowar Elves. Great card. Draws a card when it enters. It's broken. Sure, Crux. Give me cheap creatures. That is cheap, but not a creature. Cheap, but not a creature. What is your backside? Annoying. Yeah. The most amazing thing is that the -3 doesn't even kill Ghalta. Amazing. If we draw a 3-mana 5-power creature, we're just totally popping off because we can play that, draw a card of it with Zavala, we get to draw a card of Guardian Project, we get to produce a ton of mana, play Ghalta, have fun. I mean, you saw that I didn't play this card, right? And I have a Guardian Project, I'm just vomiting out everything, so I don't feel like this was a good agonizing move. Like, I basically, my line of play, I basically told him that I drew land. So, not too impressed there. Creatures, all creatures on top, go. Come on. Yeah, I use this in response so they can't activate the Guardian Project. They attack. And they could flip, but I could also just keep up the pressure. Like, I'm dead in 3 turns in the air. So I feel like not flipping is actually just a viable option, especially like if they have like land removal in hand, right? Or something like that, or just some draw engines. Like, they should just not flip. Okay, they did flip. Now I have a bit more time to work with, because I think they just load their clock on me, even though they're just getting a ton of value. Oh! True! I did not see that line of plan. But yeah, that is a pretty good one. And we are pretty dead. GG! They have lethal. They draw cards with the Mordecai, they remove the blocker, they kill us. Ready to play against Atalistus in the wind. 2, 3, ram through. Early Ghalta. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Feel like... Let's see. One, two, three, 5. Yeah, I can play Pteranodon, Yorvo, and then next turn Sculptor of Winter Ghalta. So that's pretty great. And this way I just have a bigger card on board. Oh yeah, Nessian Hornbeetle is probably going to be played instead of the Sculptor here. Beautiful. Unsummon. Okay, tempo loss. That is a tempo loss. Sure, just Mindstone, everything. Sure. I think they can't kill me. Just going to Yorvo again because it's just so big and I can immediately attack him with the Pteranodon. Even though it's more efficient to play these two. This can't attack, this doesn't grow this turn, and if I play these afterwards, I get to grow the Yorvo. Mirari Conjecture, I haven't seen you in a long time. This used to see play in like Dominaria when there were Lich's Mastery Infinite Turns deck with this. That was pretty cool. Okay, they've successfully unsummoned Yorvo twice. But Ghalta is around the corner. I can still just ram through the commander, but I do not feel threatened at all right now because they don't have enough wizards on the board. Electrodominance, sure, they get to play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Everything is fine here. Oh yes, and now we... yeah, GG, that's lethal. Okay, look at this. 1, 2, and now we play the best green burn spell, ram through, shoot them for 9 in the face and attack them for lethal. GG. Good game, opponent. Good game. Omnath, Locust of the Royal. Mulligan? Keep, mulligan, mulligan, keep. Keep, mulligan, mulligan, keep. We draw 1 land, the upside is insane. Because this can just ramp us as well. Okay, perfect. So we play the companion. Yep, we play this in our main phase 1. Attack, untap a land, and now play this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, and that's game. GG! Oh yeah, the Inexorable. Yes, the Inexorable. Oh, and oh yes, we are... we are treated with a beauty of a curve. Beautiful. We haven't even have a choice at 3. Let's see. We've already played a ton of games, but they've all been so fast. Either we lose or we kill fast, right? Honestly, just lands is what we need to draw here. I felt I've said that a lot in this video, so maybe add 1 more land or 2 more lands to the deck. Cut some cards you rarely play. Okay. We could just go really face, or have the highest upside with potentially when drawing a land next turn. This guarantees us Ghalta next turn though. Yep. Not sure what's going on over there, honestly. I am not sure. This is awfully suspicious. That's why I didn't play the Ghalta. Land. I wanted to have a land. And I could have hasted in with 4 damage. I needed to stick a Great Henge here. They need to... If they have a removal spell here, they should totally go for the forest if they can, because usually a lot of cards like, say, non-land, right? But... oh yes. We attack. Oh no, they can activate Crawling Barrens. And they didn't see it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they could have just activated Crawling Barrens and block it. Doomblade, yup, sure. Ah, this is bad for us. Yep, and that is good game. If we got to stick the Great Henge, this would have been a GG basically. But we didn't, so GG. This is it for the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and yeah, this is the new and I guess improved version of Ghalta Primal Hunger. Yeah, playing the games, I really felt like the inconsistencies that 100 card brought to this deck, and I feel like this deck actually got hurt a bit more than I initially anticipated in my tier list. Not sure though. If you wanna, like, currently we're at effectively 40 lands, like that's the equivalent of 24. But I felt like maybe I got a bit unlucky, right? Sometimes I flooded out, sometimes it was the opposite. It's a tricky thing here. Yeah, anyways, I think this is it. Add some lands if you want to. Go face if you want to. Play the deck. It's fun. It's still pretty good. And see you in the next video. See ya.